Hey guys, and thank you for watching again. So I'm just trying to hash out a new small Wing Chun video for you. Again, I'm not a teacher and I'm not an expert, but I've done it for a few years, so I'm happy to share whatever I've learned with you guys. And go out there, find a club. There's loads of Wing Chun martial arts clubs out there. If you can't find a Wing Chun club, all martial arts are good, trust me. You can do Aikido, you can do Karate, you can do Jiu-Jitsu, you can do Judo. They're all absolutely amazing for your stamina, for your character, for your personal fitness. They will do wonders for you and absolutely bring you well up in the world. So personally, I mean, I was fortunate enough to find a Wing Chun club. I'm not very good, but my teachers are amazing. They've been doing this for 35, 40 years. So obviously that wealth of experience, I'm just so fortunate that it's been filtered down to someone, you know, and I'm able to sort of take it in. But absolutely. So we started off last time with basic guard hands. Literally just replacing, so somebody moves that out of the way, I move that back in front, I move this hand back towards my chest, again about a fist sort of width away to protect myself. So somebody moves that out of the way, I replace, somebody moves that, I replace. I continually, if it's moved up, I just replace, move down, I just replace. I've got to have some sort of protection around my vital sort of areas to keep me safe from any sort of incoming attacks from the outside. So guard hands, fundamental in Wing Chun, you've got to have them there. A boxer has his guard, you know, a Wing Chun man always has his guard hands. You could have two fists if you like, depends, but normally the guard hands, because they help you with sort of park cells and tan cells. So, and today I'd like to talk a bit about tan cell, which is both translated in Chinese as palm towards heaven. It's to protect your sort of outer area from attack, upper outer area. So if somebody sort of wants to attack me around about this sort of face, or sort of upper shoulder to face sort of height, and I just throw in a tan cell. Tan cells basically is a wedging head that goes forward. So again, with sport we use our stance quite a lot. We use the legs to sort of propel our whole sort of body forward in any arms. Again, Wing Chun doesn't necessarily have any sort of blocks or defensive blocks like a sword block you'd find in sort of other arts. In Wing Chun everything is almost certainly an attack, so even with your tan cell it might feel like you're blocking somebody, but in actual fact it's an attack. It's always going forwards. It's like a wedge, a triangle wedge that's going forwards. Now to back that up, give it a bit more power, a bit more meat on it, we can follow it with a punch, so you can move forwards and tan at the same time. I'll just try and step back so you can maybe catch a better glimpse of me from a distance. Yeah, I mean, I haven't got the best camera in the world, but make do with what I've got at the moment. So absolutely. So a tan cell, again, you'll be stepping forward and you'll be countering with the foot. Now, even if a punch is coming diagonally at me, sort of 45 degrees, I might turn into it. Again, with tan cell, it's thrust forward. So it's your upper outer area, tan cell, go straight up. Again, chances are if you've got the inside line and somebody's thrown a wild swing at you, you can just go straight forward with your tan, and your fingers are going to hit your opponent before his punch lands on you. So somebody who did it properly and used his legs would just walk in there and close the gap, and basically you would hit him with this arm first, and obviously you've got your back up there as well, which you could just transfer into it, so it'd be quite devastating. You can transverse, I mean later on you learn things like Bu cell, which is just tan turned upside down, with the fingers pointing towards the eyes, which is again is quite devastating, and I wouldn't really recommend you to sort of do that. But again, if it's a life and death situation, you can use that. You have got some sort of defense there. Again, you will beat your opponent on the inside line unless he's a straight jab puncher, in which case we do other things like lob cells or a sort of park cells, which come later on. So literally for today I just wanted to show tan cell, which is basically protect your upper outer area from your sort of shoulder height up towards your face, towards your sort of chin sort of area, so you just throw it straight forward. So tan cell, there are actually drills called tan dart drills, so literally you could practice tan dart, throw it forward with a fist, tan cell, tan dart, tan dart, tan dart, which later goes on to things like gan dart, and you've got your jump cells which come later on as well. So I mean, yeah, by all means, tan cell protects your upper outer area. After time, conditioning is everything. Wing Chun does condition your upper body, does condition your arms. Actually they do toughen up. When I started out I used to get bruised, black and blue everywhere very easily, very quickly, but after years of doing it you do sort of build a resilience, and your arms get very strong indeed. I've thrown hands with other sort of martial artists, and they do actually admit that Wing Chun people have got very good arm conditioning, hand conditioning, because we do a lot of sort of work on our hands and our sort of arms. So yeah, and also chain punching. So again, you're protecting that sort of area from your nose to your belly button, that sort of line, so your guard hands are in that sort of line, and this slowly you can translate them into 2 fists. Again, keep them in a straight line, keep your vitals straight. I mean, basic thing to do, just stand in front of a mirror, and if you can hold that sort of trajectory where your wrist is in line with your elbow, just throw 50 punches every day. I mean, look at yourself, keep yourself nice and straight, nice and tidy. That's, you know, just keep your arms nice and light. You don't want to have to power it through at the first initial stages. Just do it really lightly. Just keep your arms loose, keep your elbows loose, and let it go. You know, just do 50 punches, and after 10 days, your punches are going to get better. You're going to get more online. You're going to get fluent. You're going to get faster, and you're going to get more power into your punches. Later on, you can't really start putting some power into it, but obviously, just don't go so hard on yourself in the early days. Just throw nice and loose. 50 punches a day. They only take about a minute to do, maybe 2 minutes to do, and that will actually, you're conditioning your upper pectoral muscles, you're conditioning your triceps, you're conditioning your shoulders, you're conditioning your forearms, you're conditioning your fists. So at the end of the day, 50 punches a day. If you've got a wall bag, by all means hit a wall bag 50 times a day. If you haven't got a wall bag, just throw them in the air. Just keep your elbows nice and loose. Again, with Wing Chun we fire from our elbows, so it's always elbows being propelled forward. Again, it comes from the ground, it comes from the power of your legs, or through your hips, through your elbows, and later on you'll learn things like sinking and standing and rising. So just 50 punches a day. Keep them nice and loose, don't have to wear yourself out, don't have to get tired. And see, after 10 days, look at your conditioning, look at your sort of physique, your stamina, if it increases. Do 20 days, do 30 days, and see if you get better that way. So absolutely. Upper outer area, just to recap again, we've got Tan Sao, which goes forward. It's a wedging hand that goes forward. Again, there's no blocks or defences, it goes straight at you into your opponent. Hopefully if you've got an inside line, you're going to hit him before he hits you, and you've always got that backup punch as well, so you're into your opponent and you've got him there, and then you could just replace with whatever you wanted to. Later on you've got things like deflective bong cells, larp cells, and double hand sort of chops, fat cells, but that obviously comes a bit later on. So basically you've got your Tan cell to protect your upper outer, you've got Tan dart, just throw them forward, throw your Tan, throw your fist, Tan dart, Tan dart, Tan dart, and just throw 50 punches a day and see where it gets you. Absolutely. Another small thing I wanted to share it with you is just if somebody's bigger and stronger and he grabs a hold of your elbow, grabs a hold of your arm, if you've got thin arms like me, and he's just basically trying to push you off balance or choke you backward, very simple drill you could do is basically let your elbow go. Do not try and resist or fight back, because if he's stronger and bigger than you, he's going to sort of push you backwards anyway, so you're going to be off balance. So if somebody grabs of you, let your elbow go, be rubbery with your arm, just let it go, and at the same time bring this hand underneath. It's called Wu Sao, where basically you'll be able to deflect and get his grip off you. If you can get his grip from your elbow, if he's grabbed you there, and if you've got your arm behind him. So literally 2 movements. This is going forward, elbows coming back, and you can release, release, release. So it's got you in that position. Get your elbow underneath. I'm going to drag my elbow downwards towards my hip again. I'm going to use this hand to sort of free myself, and I've released it. I've released it. Later on you'll find things like when I have released him, I'm actually facing him, and you'll find that I can actually move in and attack myself. So literally, if he's got you in a throat lock position, just bring your elbow down and smoothly release it, and then you can go in with your counter attacks. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll keep on with the fitnesses. The press ups are going well. I feel a bit stronger in my upper sort of physique. Triceps are getting stronger. I'm probably not eating as much as I should be, so I'm going to try and throw in a good diet as well. Maybe I can put a few meals together and share that with you as well in my daily logs. In the meantime, thank you so much. You guys are amazing, and thank you for watching and your support, and I'll keep posting for you. Thank you so much, and whatever you do, look after yourselves and each other.